Oh, that was fucking gross. I'm sorry, guys.
Groovy, baby.
Oh my.
Huh? We're over here tapping in with KWJT, Puget Sound from space. I'm over here with Corey. You're tapping in with Tavares and sliding with Solana. Come on, you already know what the fuck's going on, man. Whole lot of groovy shit. You feel me? We got the gang up in here, and we're sliding. Welcome to KWJT. If you're a new viewer, hello. It's by the time you see this, it'll be a Groovy Friday. We got Corey here. We got you in the back, actually.
Hey, people.
Miss you, Solana. And we got Bobby Brooks here on the show. So
Yes,
if
sir,
everybody
yes,
could give him a round of applause and
Thank you.
welcome him to the platform.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
How are you doing today?
Man, good. Good. Healthy, happy, you know. Living lavish.
Man, thank you for connecting with us. And we just want everyone to know Bobby has extended the invite and talked with us to get on the platform. So we just wanted to welcome him in here. Thank you for being patient with us. And, you know, things have been turning up for us, you know, to be fairly honest. Like, we couldn't imagine, like, where we are at now and receive all the pure love and good response, especially from, you know, people inside the town, which who we do it for. Also, if people didn't know at home, we also do it for the community. So, you know, just people in general who need a voice on a platform. So welcoming Seattle's very own Bobby Brooks, who's an artist. If you don't mind, I just wanted to start off by getting to know where you're from. Like, you know, we don't have too much history outside of this link up. So, you know, I want to get to know you.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't mind talking about your upbringing.
Yeah. I mean, first things first, thanks for having me. You know, it's dope. Yeah, excited. But, so originally born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then moved up this way when I was just like a baby and stuff like that. So still got family back there and everything, but grew up in Everett. So, it was cool growing up, you know, active, you know, a lot of kids to play with and stuff like that, you know. Family was cool. Grew up playing sports and stuff like that, too. So, I was down here a lot of the time. Like, all my friends were down here, like the CD and everything like that, like playing for, like, just like basketball and everything. And then I did some baseball, too, so. Oh yeah. But I chose the music route, just the artistry and everything like that, you know. Because I feel like I kind of got like burnt out in a way, you know, like just doing the trainings, the tournaments, the 2 teams a fucking week, you know, like every single week all year, you know. It gets to be a lot, you know. So eventually, you kind of get burned out. So yeah.
Yeah, man. You're actually our second person from Everett to be on the podcast. So I think it's beautiful that we're connecting bridges from all the way out north and then so on and so forth. I think people need to realize, you know, even though Seattle is the greater area, a lot of our pieces to the puzzle is from multiple towns within the Pacific Northwest, and speaking in like the Washington area. So,
exactly.
How was Everett to you? I hear a lot of different stories. I know it was. It's a very diverse community. People don't realize that. You know, sometimes being from the South, you know, I'm like, oh, Everett, that's just out north. It's good out there. So just paint a picture for me.
Yeah. So, it's changed a lot. Excuse me. It's changed a lot. So, like growing up, it was. Like, just like you said, really diverse and stuff like that. Like, there was a lot of people that have moved from, like, the South, either be it from, like, Texas, Louisiana, L.A., the Bay Area and stuff like that. Like they all, like, migrated, you know, that way just because, like, just, like, cheap living and everything like that. But with that being said, it was also just, like, just a lot of activity and shit like that going on, too, you know. So, just got to see a lot, got to experience a lot, you know, just meet a lot of different types of people, different walks of life and stuff like that, too. It didn't really start getting gentrified until I would say like middle school. You know, everyone started to like move out and stuff like that because like rent started going up and they started putting in businesses and stuff like that. But Yeah, it was fun growing up. Definitely was. Yeah.
When you decided to make the move from sports into music, was hip hop your first route, or did you sing before, or it was straight into hip hop?
Yeah, straight into hip hop. Just cause like growing up, like I was always one to grab my dad's CDs, steal my dad's CDs, actually, you know, borrow them, quote unquote, and like study them and shit like that. So like a lot of like Nirvana, AC/DC, Pearl Jam, Tupac, Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, and I would like sit down and like study in my mind like how they would write their verses or how certain like notes would hit with like a certain phrase that they said or something like that, you know, like, and I would just like analyze that shit like day in, day out, going to school, coming home from school, I always had my headphones on. I was that kid in the like walking through the halls, like always had headphones in, you know, just like
yell your name.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, what, you know? So, but yeah, hip hop was my first route.
Which one was your first sport?
You said what?
Which one was your first sport?
Baseball.
Okay.
Yeah. It started out with t-ball, and then I didn't start doing basketball until like third grade. But I was doing like both, kind of like in the springtime doing baseball, wintertime, and summertime a little bit doing basketball. And then eventually when I got to high school, I had to pick because it was like in my household, it was like you need to go D1. So you need to pick which one you want to do. And I was like, okay, I want to do basketball. All my friends are doing basketball.
Start taking it serious, yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah.
What position in basketball?
I was a power forward and a center.
Which
is kind of crazy too, because like going to tournaments outside of state, like in state, I'm kind of tall. You know what I mean? I'm 6'4". You know, I was this height in high school and everything. But you go out of state, we in Texas, we in Las Vegas for like nationals and shit like that. I'm a point guard for real. Like, you feel me? Like you got kids from fucking New York that are like 16 and they damn near 7 foot, you know, like banging on, you know? So it was crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about you being from Fort Lauderdale. I think that's dope as hell that we have a connection to Florida here in the spot, because the music scene out there
It's jumping.
It's
Man,
literally a full spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're going through many styles. So I just want to know if any influence gathers from being from Fort Lauderdale.
I would say no. But certain people that listen to my music, they like, you don't sound like you from here. Even when I speak to, some people are like, you don't sound like you from here. Where you from? And then I say Florida. They're like, oh, okay, I got you. But nah, not really. I wouldn't say I draw too much influence from Florida itself. Definitely on well, when it comes to like my nationality, so like I'm Haitian and Bahamian. So just like straight Caribbean. So like a lot of like the Zoe shit and everything like that that's going on. I connect to that, you know, definitely. And wear that proudly for sure. But yeah, as far as the music goes, I wouldn't say I connect too much to, you know, like their sound and everything like that. I love it though. Like the energy's crazy. They jump in like, yeah, it's good to see.
I wanted to ask about the trip you went to LA and what was it like creating in the LA studio and just like seeing your craft take you to another city and allow you to like show other people how hard you've been working on that.
Yeah, it was surreal, definitely. Just getting onto the plane, because like I traveled a lot just as a kid, you know, but getting onto the plane for the specific reason of doing music was like, wow, okay, I'm starting to get there a little bit, like bit by bit. You know, I'm still a far ways off from where I want to be at, but like, you know, we getting there. And then recording out there was just a different field, because like I draw a lot of inspiration from just like old school West Coast sounds and stuff like that, and even like current West Coast sounds. So like being in that state and in that energy, it just
made you hungry.
Yeah, it just all came together.
Does that athletic passion really push you in music?
Definitely.
Because when you're told you got to go D1, that kind of brings like a hunger out in you. And when you make a decision to like stop that part of your life and transition to like who you are, does that sports mentality play into how you do music or attack music?
Definitely does. So I have like a little story. When I was young, my parents, they would just always be on me about like practicing. Like when you're not at a actual practice, like you need to be practicing at home and stuff like that. So no matter if it was raining, snowing, if if it was sunny out, whatever the case is, go sweep off the court, go put up some shots, work on your layup, work on your jump shot, work on this, work on that, ball handling, everything like that. So like, and I was doing that at like middle school, high school, and that was every day. So like it created this like, I got to get better. I got to be better than I was yesterday. I got to be better than I was last week. You know, I got to like really push myself outside my comfort zone. And so translating that to the music, it's every time I step in the studio, it's like stepping onto the court. You know, it's like I got to push myself. I got to jump a little bit higher. I got to run a little bit faster. I got to hustle a little bit more. Like I got to lay down this verse, and it might be uncomfortable, but I know if I practice it enough, it's going to come out nice. It's going to come out how I want to, you know? So yeah, just like really getting after it. Mm-hmm.
What motivates you creatively?
I would say, man, like somewhat like just, I think just like daily life, you know, just all the shit that I've been through in my life. Cause like a lot of my music is, or 100% of my music is like my life story and everything like that. It's like it's almost like I'm writing a book, you know. So like whatever I go through, I'll go through it, and then I'll sit back and kind of just like speak about it, you know. So yeah.
I also wanted to ask, you don't have to answer it either if you don't feel like it, but why don't you smoke weed? We are a weed podcast technically.
Yeah, I see that.
We smoke a bunch on here, so I just wanted to get your thoughts on why you don't.
Hell yeah. For me, it's I used to all the time when I was young, you know. My bro can definitely attest to it. You know, we was smoking, you know, before practices, you know. I was eating edibles at lunch. I was high throughout the day. You feel me? Like smoking in the morning, like just lifted. Right, floating for real. But as I got older and just started to grow within like my spirituality and everything like that, I just found that like I don't need weed in order to like take my issues away. I can like sit down, I can meditate, and I can just like think through my emotions and just feel it for just genuineness and you know, think about it, sit through it, and then boom, move on to the next. You know, because I felt like weed at the time was just like a suppressant for myself. You know, like I was doing it to kind of like numb my feelings and everything like that I was going through, you know, drinking, sipping, smoking, like popping pills, like a lot of shit, you know. And like once I started to grow, I didn't need that shit no more. So, yep. Yeah, I haven't smoked in like 5 years, so yeah, it's been a minute. Thank you.
It's just so good to get to know a new person in the industry and just hear their story. Let's talk about this music video dropping at the end of the
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Are you excited? I've been seeing you've been promoting it for a couple of weeks, and I saw Big Jones, an old podcaster.
Yeah, shout out my bro.
You know, was promoting it as well. So, how excited are you to put a new video out?
Man, so excited. So fucking excited. I was just talking to my bro Stead, because like he was in the video too, and we shot that you know, like a minute ago, you know. So it's good just to get it out and start moving on to the next task and stuff like that, because like we got this video, we got another video, we got about like, you know, a couple albums worth of songs that we sitting on. So it's just like once this is out, you know, let everybody eat it up, and then we hitting the gas, like, you know, it's go time. Yeah, it's go time. Yep.
Every fucking time. You heard it here on the Groovy Tapes episode, Bobby Brooks, that we got that motherfucking Tranquil Forest for you. He caught me. He be catching me so much, bro. I can't let nothing slide by this man. Because we just be doing it. Now it's just every week thing. It's the numbers are getting loose with it. But yeah, motherfuckers, Tranquil Forest. That's what we fucking smoking on. We also got that nice Technique cart up in here.
I lost it.
It's right there.
Oh, I found it.
We got that motherfucking Technique cart up in here, baby.
Drama
That's
queen.
that Drama Queen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to know how you approach features, because I saw that you don't do very many, and Big Jones being one of the only. So how did that, like, how do you approach those relationships and adding people to your music in your space?
I'm starting to do that a lot more now, but in the beginning it was me just kind of like finding my sound, you know. I did features in the very beginning, like you can go through like my whole catalog that's on SoundCloud, because like that's all just like old shit from back in like 2013, you know. But now I am just more open to it, and now that I've like found my sound, I know who I can like add to my song that would like really complement it, because I don't want it to be a competition. Like that's like my biggest thing. Because in the past, it's been like a little bit of competition. Like, okay, yeah, I said this line better than you said your line, and I'm spinning a little bit harder than you're spinning right now. I'm flowing a little bit better. You know, like that's cool, but I don't want that for me. I'm trying to create like an art piece, you know. So, but yeah, no, now I'm definitely more open to it. Especially after this video drops, I'm probably going to be doing like a lot more. So, yeah.
As an artist, I always like to ask other artists, how has it been navigating the industry? Also, I like to say, like, you know, I ain't the most popping motherfucker out here, or like, you know, the industry is real. Like, I truly don't know what the industry is yet, because I haven't touched that level.
Gotcha.
So I just like to know other people's feelings on how it's been navigating through it.
I would say, because like I'm now kind of at a level. I'm starting to touch a level to where I can see the industry within Seattle, and then the industry itself, like the big umbrella, you know. And within Seattle, it's been it's kind of been like a uphill battle in a way, because it's like you want to connect with as much people as you can. You want to like network and really work with certain individuals, but like, you know, maybe they don't reach out and stuff like that. But even though you guys are on like the same level damn near, but people get big headed and everything like that, you know, or people just aren't humble. And it's I don't know, it's tricky. It's tricky, but I'm a firm believer in if it's meant to be for you, then it's going to come your way. You know, like the right people are going to come at the right time and stuff like that. So, yeah, don't stress too much about not being able to like network and everything like that. But within like the big umbrella of the industry, it's like it's about like who you know type shit. It's like, because I feel like over these last couple of years since Tekashi been in rotation for people and shit like that, like you could really see that you can buy your fucking your spot, your number one spot. Like Demi Lovato was doing it, fucking like all these artists do it, you know what I mean? So like it's all just about the dollar sign at the end of the day, and it's just having the right connections. It's not even about like, oh yeah, you can spit hella dope, you know, like your music is dope. It's really not about that. That's like a small percentage of it, you know. So yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. But I think if you love what you do day in and day out, it's not going to be too much of a headache. It's just like, you know, you get numb to it. You know, you're gonna do what you do regardless.
How important was it figuring out your team? And you're one of the few people that have come in with a manager. So I know that had to be difficult, finding someone to trust with your artistry. So
right.
How was it like putting together a team and like adding that force behind you? Because everyone needs help and things like that. So,
definitely.
How was it finding that person for you?
It was, I mean, I've been through many different managers, many different like people that I've worked with that said that they could help me or they want to help me, but at the end of the day, like they couldn't really help themselves. You know, like it's still love for them, but like they weren't in a position to really like hand, you know, not a handout, but like just help.
Truly help someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I actually got reconnected with my bro back in, man, what was it? It was like December or something like that. And you know, we just started chopping it up just about music and just what he got going on in his life and what I got going on and just like my direction and stuff like that, you know. And he's someone that's always believed in me since like high school. Like we've known each other since high school, you know. So like he's seen like the progression, like the whole lifespan of what I'm doing now. And you know, I trust him. So that's like my biggest thing, you know, like just trust his mind and just where he feels like we can go and shit like that. So yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, still building the team and everything like that too. So, you know, it's slowly coming together, you know. don't have all the pieces that I want right now, but I think that's just part of the game too. You know, you pick up a little bit as you go. So,
what are you trying to? Who are you trying to add, or what talent are you looking to add to your conglomerate?
Yeah, I would definitely a publicist. So, hey, if you're a publicist, reach out. Some graphic designers, some set production, kind of like managers that can like help really put together a shoot, because like I find that when I'm doing my shoots, and even Stead can attest to this, like when we shot our shoot, I was running around directing all the cars, like, hey, position right here, getting the girls right here, getting the dudes right here, the money right here, like it was just a lot, and then I'm still being an artist and shit like that at the end of the day. So like someone that could like handle that, you know, and yeah, that's it for right now. Shit, I got myself a stylist last week. Shout out to her. We finna be jumping pretty soon. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good.
I always like to ask people, since we've been in quarantine and life's looking a little different, that what are their first places they're looking to travel to once everything like seriously clears up,
right?
We feel a little bit normalcy.
I need to hit Texas. I need to hit Atlanta. Probably gonna go hit Florida. You know, see the family again. Man, I want to get out of state too. I've been trying to go back to Africa. You know, like just like one, get out the country for a little bit and just like see just what life is like outside of there, because I got some friends that are from outside the country. Like there's a lot of people that migrate this way, you know, to Seattle and stuff like that. And you talk with them and they're like, yo, the issues that you guys are facing in the US is nothing like compared to like what's going on in Ghana, or like what's going on in, you know, like Ethiopia and Haiti and all this other shit, you know what I mean? So I just want to go, just experience that, and just just feel a different vibe, different culture, and you know, be embraced by the people and stuff like that. Yeah.
What was it like visiting Africa?
No, I haven't visited yet. Yeah, I want to.
I was like,
yeah.
I was sitting here like,
right,
waiting for you to pause and like interject. Absolutely.
Right.
What part of Africa would you like to visit?
I'd like to go to. So a lot of my people are from like West Africa, so like the Bantu people and stuff like that. So. Kind of like anywhere over there, just to like see like where my lineage and like my bloodline kind of came from and stuff like that. I don't know, it's important to me, you know. So
me too. I want to. My grandmother's from Trinity, so
okay, got you.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather's Haitian, so
okay, yeah. What's up, my brother? Yeah,
I'm trying to visit the island. You know?
Hell yeah.
Just because I'm so disassociated, and I've grown up so far from, even because New York has such an island culture, and Seattle doesn't really have a like our island culture as much. So
exactly.
I'm itching to like really experience and just hear like visit where my grandmother was from, and walk the same streets and feel that energy. I feel as Black people, it's very important to feel like where you're from, and just like people of any ethnic, to just go back to where your people were from, just so you know like what it was like getting to where you are in history. So I definitely feel you on that one. I'm definitely trying to go home.
Absolutely.
You know?
Question for you. So how do you feel like you would feel just like walking down those streets and stuff like that, and like seeing where your grandmother like grew up and everything like that?
Whole? I don't know, because it's a part of life that I will never understand. I will never understand what it was like leaving where you were born to come to America. So if I could just eat the same food, like just get a taste of it, it would make me feel like, okay, now I understand like my grandmother's like small bit of like why she did what she did, because just as growing up in Seattle and it being mainly like I mostly have Black, Asian, some Latin friends and some white friends, but like just to experience what saltfish and pumpkin is like on the island, just to visit, just to like, just to feel what she felt, because she talks about it often, but she hasn't been back, and my father was born here, my mother was born here, so I don't really have an experience, and they didn't really have an experience, so I don't really know, so I would assume it would make me feel whole.
Absolutely.
I'll probably answer a couple questions.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I feel like as people, you should you should chase that urge to like travel. We're meant to travel. Like,
exactly.
You know, so I think it's really important that like I think you have a really important spirit that the fact that you earn to like get out of the States, like places here, but that's a very beautiful thing that like that's where you want to chase.
Absolutely, appreciate that. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. Pipe it up.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
Yeah. I'm loving. This is very groovy. I'm in a real groovy setting right now.
Yes, sir.
I got a question. So what's that transition like, seeing the fam coming? Like, I know you say you're from Florida, but you came up when you was a baby, right? So what's it like seeing the family in Florida from the South and coming back home?
So quick story. So I'm adopted, actually.
Oh wow.
So completely removed from my family, from my birth family, into another family, which was a huge blessing because just the state that my family and my mother was in at the time of my birth was like, I would have grown up way different. You know, my mom was hella young, and like where she lived at the time, I know I would have been into some shit. You know what I mean? So like, just it's a blessing for real. But to answer your question, it's kind of crazy, like because I reconnected with my like cousins and stuff like that, and just like seeing them and how they live and everything like that. It's real crazy, like because you get to wondering, damn, what would life be like, you know, if I stayed and everything like that. So. Yeah,
that's wild, man. You've been through the trials and tribulations. It's good to see that you're still like a good spirited person, like you know, even though what you've been through, man. For real.
Appreciate that. Hell yeah. What part of Texas?
Well, I was born here, but I grew up in Waco.
Okay, got you. How was that?
Country. Yeah, I used to hang chicken for a living, man.
Swear.
Yeah. So
when you say hang chickens, can you explain that?
Man, I used to work in the live hang group, so 1 second, I gotta make sure the camera don't stop recording.
This is fucking wild. I used to FaceTime him while he was doing this.
So you seen this shit?
Yes.
Yeah,
And so I'm really
I have an idea of
intrigued to when he tells you guys.
I just want you to really paint the picture when you tell the story.
Yeah, so yeah, I used to hang chicken. I worked in the chicken company called Sanderson Farms, and I worked in a live hanging group. So the live hanging group is basically like the chicken come off the truck and they come onto a conveyor belt and they're still alive. So they know they're about to die, so they shitting on you, they pissing on you, they biting you. And my whole job was to basically put them in a shackle by their feet.
Right.
And I'm doing that 8 hours a day. And we had to make a quota, and you can't hang 28 birds a minute, you can't get the job. So so it's just competitive, you know.
Right.
28 years going in, you know what I'm saying? And then it gets so nasty, it's so grimy, like if you don't, like if you hold, it's probably TMI, but if you hold a bird, if you hold a bird up by its a chicken up by its legs and you hit it on its butt, it'll shit instantly. So so guys used to play games like that. So it's nine of us on each side, so there's 18 cats, and we're all huddled like shoulder to shoulder. So basically, the guys on the other side, they would hit the chicken on the butt and have some shit squirt and hit a guy in the face or hit you in the chest. And now you gotta get them back. You know what I mean? Right. I'm about to pick up this big ass male chicken, and I know he about to shit hella, so I'm about to boop. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just a little bit to say about the Texas life. Well, Waco, you know what I'm saying? But I lived all over Texas. I lived in Houston, Waco, Dallas. Yeah.
Did you like ride horses at all?
Believe it or not, the only time I rode horses was up here. I went to camp up here and rode horses at a little Christian camp I used to go to in elementary school. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. A little bit more background and stuff like that. So my parents, they actually met each other due to a horse show, because like my mom used to show horses and stuff like that. And so my dad, you know, approached her, and you know, like, you know, they got to talk and did what they did and everything like that, right? So like me growing up, it was a lot of between like sports, running around the block, and then just like hanging out at like rodeos and shit like that. A lot of people don't know that about me, but like going to like Eastern Washington, because I wanted to be a cowboy when I was like really little. You know what I mean? Just like living that life and riding horses and just being around that and in that. You know, like I still love it. So like once I get like all this rap money and investments going, and I could like really live free, man, I'm buying a ranch. I'm getting some horses. You feel me? And just living. You know, so. Yeah,
whole lot of land. Yeah, that's the goal.
Exactly. Little Bobby Brooks Ranch.
You know what I mean?
I can see that right now, literally.
And I got a ring to it too.
Yeah, we finna bleep that out. Bleep that out.
Exactly. Yeah. Hear that.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, have you seen Concrete Cowboy, by the way?
Nah, man, I've been wanting to watch that though.
Watch it.
I watched that last night.
Is it hit?
Tone put us on the first time I was watching it with the bro, but the way it's shot, it's beautifully. And
Can you describe it without going into too much detail?
well, it's about a boy whose father was a ranch head, and he's from Philly. And the ranch head is like, it's shot in North Philly, I believe. So it's just it's shot hella well. It's the boy from Stranger Things.
Okay,
Little Caleb, I believe. He's a little older now, so it's shot. It's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
It's on some like black cowboy shit, like, and then they like.
And when sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, I think I'm gonna finish because I don't want to explain anymore because because I don't want to spoil it for you because I truly do.
Gotta watch that.
I truly
tonight.
want you to watch that because it's some good cinema.
Hell yeah.
It's a real good movie. Like some of the actors in there is what he said. Kayla from Stranger Things. The dad's Idris Elba. They got Method Man as a sheriff in there.
Swear to God.
No
Okay,
cap.
yeah, they coming.
Yeah, but the best thing about it, the movie is based on it's a true story. It's about real ranch riders that lived in North Philly, and even though they had Idris Elba and those actors in there, the people that are actually riding the horses are real street riders from the movie.
Oh, that's dope.
So, yeah, like that actually lived it. So it's definitely full circle.
Hell yeah.
Cut 5 checks.
I think it's just important to see like that kind of cinema in today's day.
Yeah.
Like just like good stories. They have a lot of like
Black stories at that too.
Exactly. They also have like I feel like this is said amongst the youth and like everyone who's knowledgeable, but they really only enforce like trauma stories in box office, and like that's just weird, bro. Like cut that shit out. I'm trying to see some crazy mystical Lord of the Rings shit in like South Seattle.
Right.
Wow. Is that okay? Can we have that one time?
Can we have it?
Like, wow, that's amazing. Fuck Harry Potter. Like, I'm trying to see some Concrete Cowboy. Like that shit's dope to see.
Exactly. Yeah, like the whole the trauma movies and shit like that. Like 12 Years a Slave was crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that shit.
I refuse.
I will never see that again. Like I cried like I cried in the movie, and I haven't cried. Like I don't cry when I watch movies and nothing like that. But like the way that it was shot and like how they depicted the pain, you could feel that shit. And like, spoiler alert, because you probably ain't gonna watch it.
I ain't gonna watch it. It's good.
Spoiler alert to y'all. I don't know if y'all gonna watch it, but yeah. So they took this lady that that this man was talking to, you know, and started to like really be friends. So like they had like an emotional connection because like they were in it together, you know, and they like roped her up on a tree, tied her hands around the tree, and then like they whipped her back. But like the way that they showed it, because like in some movies they don't show it, but they showed it. I don't know what effect that they did, but like they showed the whip like lashing her back and splitting her back open, and just tears. And I'm just like, yo, no, never again am I watching this shit. Crazy.
I'm already getting upset.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched The Butler. I watched The Butler with him, and he was
That's the last
He wanted
movie I
to.
watched.
He was like, bro, I should fight you for
Right.
for making me watch this movie with you. I was like, bro, it's a
Exactly.
good movie, bro.
It's
But
a
yeah,
great, and that's what's fucked up. They be so well shot. They be the best actors.
The most money put into it.
It'd be the best movie, and I'd be like, fuck, now I hate white people. Now
Exactly.
for the next like,
Right.
week, I'm flunking for no reason. You did nothing to me. But
Yeah.
like, now I watch this movie of your distant cousin or your forefathers, and nobody
Exactly.
brings us.
Exactly.
So I just avoid it because I know I'm just gonna be mad at like strangers for no reason. Especially
Exactly.
living in Washington.
Exactly.
So,
The passive aggressiveness. Yeah.
you know, I avoid it because I be out the window cursing people out. So
Right.
like, I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
Right.
12 years a slave, bitch.
Right.
Like, oh, I didn't know. And you
Exactly.
knew, like,
Exactly. You knew. Let's be honest. Yeah.
come on.
I feel that. Yeah. Fucking. I would say, what's your guys' like favorite? I guess like hood movies.
man.
Definitely might have to be Paid in Full.
That's
I can't just say
Yeah,
I don't have a favorite. It has like it gotta have like at least I gotta have a top 5.
Yeah.
there's so many.
Blood in, Blood Out. That's a slept on one.
See, I haven't seen that yet.
The Hispanic shit. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Blood in, Blood Out is crazy. But what else?
That movie
Have you ever
Belly,
seen Colors?
RP DMX too, by the way.
Man, RP DMX. Man. Crazy. But yeah, have you guys seen Colors?
No, not yet.
No? So Colors, it was a movie with, what's his name? He was in, or he played Freddy Krueger, I believe. Sean Penn, I think. Yeah, Sean Penn, and then Woody Harrelson, I believe. Okay. And it was shot like in 87, like at the height of like just like gang activity in LA and everything like that. And like it was literally about like Bloods and Crips and Hispanic gang and stuff like that, like going back and forth. Wesley Snipes is in it. One of the Wayans brothers is in it. It's star packed and everything. But yeah, no, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I would definitely check it out. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a movie buff? You have such a knowledge of movies.
Yeah, love movies.
What's your favorite genre?
I would say, man, I love. I would say it goes like thriller and action, of course, because like another note, I'm huge into like history and stuff like that. So like if it's a war film and it's like almost like not a biopic, but it's a true war film, I'm all in. You feel me?
That's crazy.
And then I would say like horror, comedy, and then some rom-coms. I'm not really into the rom-coms, but if I got like a little shorty and she into it, you know what I mean? I might watch it. I might watch it.
You
Yeah.
might know a good one.
Exactly. So, yeah. What about you guys?
Comedy, action, sci-fi, probably. Top 3. I love a good funny movie. Like
Step Brothers?
yes.
Man.
Yes.
Man.
Brother's eyes lit up.
I used to fall asleep to Step Brothers every night in 7th grade. I could tell you that movie word for word,
Right.
for word.
Right.
Get it to end. Even the bonus scenes.
He actually put me on to the director's cut. He was like, bro, I was watching it. You know how much they spent on those balls he was paying on the drum?
Right.
It was just like, so comedy has to be my number one. And then I like a good, stupid action movie. So if shit blows up, I'm going to pay enough attention. And then sci-fi movies, because they can get good weird or bad weird. Because I used to do a lot of hallucinogenics. So
Hey, same. Yeah.
so,
Shout out to
you know,
that.
You know,
Yeah.
so it brings back a good memories of just like chasing the rabbit of just good sci-fi and shit like that.
Absolutely. Have you seen Black Mirrors?
Yes.
Fucking crazy. And okay, so I do like food delivery and stuff like that, right? And I be seeing now like a lot of Amazon robots and like I've seen the dogs. I've seen like the little fucking little carts that they have. I'm like, yo, they told us this shit is coming. Like
They gave up free game.
Nobody paid attention.
No,
so tap in. If you haven't seen Black Mirrors or you don't fuck with Black Mirrors, fuck with it just a little bit.
You know, the first episode is rough. Everyone tells me
it's too much.
Everyone tells me, but that's life though.
No,
that's
it truly is.
deal.
That first episode is what hooked me on.
Like,
I watched the rest of the first season, but I'm too scared.
Nah,
Black Mirror be fucking my head up.
You gotta know about your
Be fucking my head up, bro. I'd be stressed. I'd be like, bro,
What's going on,
what did
man?
I just watch?
I think like they be writing shit like, oh, like this would be cool, and then I'm like, niggas be like, ooh, that would be cool. And they be having the money to find it.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I think is crazy. I'm like,
How'd you make it?
when they did that memory shit, and they were just like, there was, I was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you even put that into the ethos? Some little kid's gonna be like,
that's a good idea.
One day I will never forget nothing, and he gonna nerd out, he gonna engineer it. Some rich fly niggas gonna be like yoink and go use that shit for him.
Exactly.
That's how super villains started.
Facts.
Since we talking about movies, what y'all think about the Space Jam 2 coming out?
I'm excited
off
for
the
it.
trailer.
Yeah.
They pay LeBron hella money to be in anything. I'm really supporting that.
The animation looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
They went crazy.
Do you think it's gonna fuck with the first one though?
No. Are you talking about like reach the level that the first one was at?
I mean, I guess.
No. It's hard.
I guess so. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Because I don't feel like.
You gotta win 3 rings.
Yeah.
You gotta win 3 back-to-backs. That's hard. Jordan was like, he did it. He doesn't have the persona of LeBron. Like, kids will love the movie, but Jordan was such like, fuck all, like, I'm really better than these niggas. That's why they stole my powers.
Right.
These niggas had to steal my powers to ball out, and I still balled on these niggas with hella characters. So, like, that was kind of the 90s stories. I don't feel like, I like their approach. Like, they took my son, I gotta get my son back. He's such a family man. So, I love that dynamic for his, like, his brand, his family. Like, I love that.
He's the king.
Yeah.
You can't take the prince away.
Exactly.
Yeah, but, like, Jordan was like, I'll fuck you up.
I think the opposite. I think it'll touch the youth in like a crazy way.
Okay.
Because the way they perceive things, it's like already tailored for them. Like, who's relevant in the NBA right now? Who's watching the NBA? All the kids that love like LeBron James, fucking Dame's in there, Klay Thompson's in there. You know how many kids love those loves those guys? It's like kind of like relevant to who's it marketed for. And it's like not for us who like watched the first Space Jam. It's for these kids who's going hard for LeBron. LeBron's the biggest, like the best player on earth right now. That's a lot of kids believe that, you know.
So you feel like that's gonna be their Space Jam? How the Space Jam was for us?
It's gonna affect us in a way. It's gonna be a culture shift because they're gonna be like, whoa. Like LeBron is building schools, like you know, he's in a whole different game than what Michael Jordan was doing at the time, and why we were so enamored. Like he was the flyest footwear for, and he's been the flyest footwear. So it's like considering everything that was going on, I think this Space Jam will go crazy. Like. The animation is there. It looks like the acting is there. Like they got the kids in it. They got hella actors in it. It's about to be a recipe for like some good streaming at home.
Absolutely.
Or booming back into the fucking theater business because the theater stocks went up during COVID.
Okay, got you.
Like AMC is going crazy right now.
Oh yeah, we in phase 3, and it'll come out in July, so it's definitely gonna be in theaters.
Well, it's just a whole like. Puzzle now. It's a formula that hit us with, you know, and they're really trying to get the kids. So,
exactly.
Sorry about that.
I wanted to ask you about what got you so into history because my man's to the left is such a history buff. I know.
Yeah.
About to go in. So, what's your fascination with history?
My biggest thing is like. History always repeats itself. It's the same cycle because as a society and as a human race, we tend to not fucking learn. We just do the same shit over again, you know? And so I don't know, something about that, but like what I'm really into is like war and like World War II in specific. Like I could we could sit for hours and talk about the battles, the tanks, the uniforms, the weaponry, the tactics, the dates, times, everything like that. Like I don't know. I think in a past life, and we can talk about that, you know, another time. But like I think in a past life, I was in World War II or had something to do with it because I've just had a draw to it ever since I was like just little, you know. So. Yeah, but what about you? Because you said that you are super into it too, like just history.
I wanted to be a historian when I was younger.
Swear, that's what's up.
But before all this, before being an artist, interested in music, it really started off. I was into fossils. I wanted to be a paleontologist, the first paleontologist out of Rainier Beach.
Yeah,
I used to go to Rainier Beach library every day, check out dinosaur books.
That's hard.
And then they had a hold on my card because I had like 7 books of dinosaur books at my house that I was just rereading. And I would do that every day growing up in the South End. But being a history buff, like I was just always, the fact that you said you like war films, you're into war, I'm on the same shit, bro. I literally like, I watch documentaries when I'm stoned. I love to do that. And just like receiving information to me is what always interested me into being into history.
Right.
When I was in school, I paid attention during history class, and I was like, bro, this shit's actually like interesting. I really liked it. All that being said, always watching like cinema, surrounded by things like that, or just being interested in like receiving information is what kept me like into history. And technically it's what I do right now. We are historians collecting information of the people in Seattle. And we do it in a non-conscious effort because what we're doing is we're just setting the table and we're allowing people to come sit at the table and just being able to receive information back and forth. That's what we truly need as humans. Is a line of communication. And that's why I'm into history, bro. That's why I'm doing it right now and why like I'm so interested in it. Like hearing the stories from growing up with these two my whole life and telling them about my story because they were always willing and able to receive my information. They never judged me. They never, told me like, shut up, Tavares, you're talking too much when we're stoned type shit. No, they were like, yep, I'll listen to you. So that always kept me in the loop of like, yep, if they'll do that for me, let me do it for like anybody on the street.
Right.
Like I take the bus every day. I commute. Like I really absorb the city. And I've been doing that for as long as I remember being out here. So I'll talk with anybody, and long-winded story. That's why I'm really into history. Yeah. I wanted to go to college for it, and I loved it ever since being young.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You know, speaking on wanting to be a historian and stuff like that, like I always told myself, if music never worked out, which it will, putting that into the universe, it will. Even if maybe it works out and I want to come back and do it, I've always wanted to be like a war historian, like a scholar or something like that, like just like teach. So maybe in my 60s and stuff like that, when I get the time, I might, be a professor, so that's really dope. And I wanted to see if you knew about this too, because I've recently been doing like research like this, past like week and a half about the Library of Alexandria. Do you know about that? So
no, tell me.
Yo, crazy. So speaking on just wanted to receive more knowledge and stuff like that, this library was placed in I want to say like in Egypt on the water. I can't remember what body of water it was placed on, but it was a really popular place for like ships and stuff like that, and like merchants to like come in and out and like do like the trading and everything like that. And so like during I think it was like during the reign of like Alexander the Great. And
sounds like the Nile.
Yeah. And so this library housed like just thousands and thousands and thousands of scrolls of just information of like, and this is like ancient Egypt, so like who knows what could have been in there, like the how they built the pyramids could have been in there, how they built like the Great Wall of China could have been in there, like the Silk Road could have been in there. But what they did was he burned it all down because he knew knowledge was power. to this day, that shit has me so pissed. Cause like, yo, what could we know? You feel me? Like what got lost in all of that? You know,
they were
like,
burning books in the Christian Crusades.
Yeah,
selfish motherfucker.
This is like in the 700s. This is like in the 800s.
Right.
You know, like why are they burning knowledge? And I think that's a true testament to what you said. It is power.
Exactly.
And that just makes you think like, hold on, I blanked out.
I feel it.
Y'all can't see me, but I have been smoking behind these cameras too. But that makes you think of like what made them burn it though. Like what did they see? Like it was like, oh, we have to burn this shit. Like we just cannot get to the future.
Like they look at each other like, yo, we gotta do something.
Yeah,
they
like
can't
this,
have this.
the world cannot find out about this type of knowledge.
Right. Damn, that's crazy. Man. Cause one of my homies, he asked me like, hey, if you could if you could time travel to like any time, where would you go? And I'd be like, yeah, it's the Library of Alexandria. Cause like I just want to just sit and just take it all in, like see what was really there. Cause I don't know about you guys, especially with the psychedelics and stuff like that. I partake and used to partake and stuff like that. I believe in UFOs and extraterrestrial life and everything like that. Like we are not the only ones in this universe, and it's forever expanding. You feel me? So like, it's crazy to think that we're just the only ones, but. I think a lot of like alien contact was recorded and also kept in that library as well. Because I mean, you look at like ancient architecture and stuff like that. Like you see it engraved in stone. Yes. Like ships and beings and all this. It's like how would they have known just to create something like that? And it's not just like one region. It's like the Mesopotamians, the Spanish, the Greeks, like
Incans, Aztecs, Mayans,
everyone
they
all have point of contact at some
Native
point,
Americans,
years and years and years apart, and they're all similar stories, but they're all interchangeable about how it happened. But it was all the similar. So like, yes, UFOs are definitely real. 100%. I don't know why either they stopped sliding the same way or they're still sliding, and like the world's big enough for them to still be moving and shaking and like have recluse in a way, or just hey, we learned enough, we went to start our own shit. So that's really dope.
We just fucking went ancient aliens on Groovy Tapes. What the fuck?
Hey man, anything is possible.
National Geographic hit our fucking line.
I'm saying, man,
please.
Y'all need that sponsor.
Come on, right there.
Hey, that's crazy.
I wanted to talk about your upcoming projects. Are you planning to drop it after the music? So it's about to be summer. I'm always trying to get some new vibes in the city. Are we planning to roll out soon, or how are we approaching that them launches to them after?
So I'm actually not going to be doing an album this summer. I usually do like an album every year because I had dropped Soul Tapes last July. But like this time I want to just release singles just because when I record, every song is so different. Every song, like I don't want to just put it all into one package and be like, this is it. Like I want to just drop just creative, just content. You know what I mean? So like, as soon as we drop this video, that's why I'm so excited about this video, because like now we can really hit the gas and just go. You know what I mean? So it'll be music videos, fucking like more interviews, more songs, shows whenever that opens back up, tours and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, the summer's gonna be lit. I got some joints that is like, it's hitting. Yep.
I had to hit the groovy gigs on Groovy Tapes.
Real light.
So, before I take us out, would you like to leave our viewers off with any good vibes or anything you want to let them know before we head out?
I would say whatever, and I say this on like my lives and, just like my stories and stuff like that, but like whatever you're chasing, whether that be you're in school and you're chasing a degree, you're chasing a certain career path, whatever you're doing, stick to it. You're going to have a lot of people that try to deter you from that path. But if you feel it in your heart and you can visualize it and you think about it when you go to sleep, you think about it when you wake up, stick to that shit because it's going to come true. We go through a lot of hurdles and stuff like that, you know, and things are going to happen, but stick to it because you're destined for it. I'm telling you, if you feel it like that, you're destined for it. So peace and love, light, everything, man. Let's get it.
You've been grooving with the South. This is KWJT. We got Bobby Brooks and the gang in the building. We got Juju and Corey.